Hello everyone, so we are going to do select tutorial in SQLZOO. Let's start. List each country name where the population is larger than that of Russia. First, I get the population of Russia like this. Then I will pick the names where the population is bigger than that population. If you want to write uh, queries, you should put these brackets between them. Let's see, it works. Show the countries in Europe with a per capita GDP greater than United Kingdom. First, find the per capita GDP in United Kingdom, then pick the countries where the continent is Europe and per capita GDP is bigger than United Kingdom's per capita GDP. It's correct as well. Let's see. List the name and continent of countries in the continents containing either Argentina or Australia, ordered by name of the country. Select name and content from it. We will pick name and content first, then pick where the continent the in this query. In this query says select continent from word where name in Argentina or Australia. It picks the continents of Argentina and Australia, which are Australia. How can you say Oceania and South America, and then order by the name. Which country has a population that is more than United Kingdom but less than Germany? First, I picked the popularity of United Kingdom and compare it with the population, and I did same with Germany. It's two conditions. In this question we should pick the was that the percentages. It's like this. In this question, it doesn't work with MS SQL. Normally, it's. Can I show it like this? Let's write it like this. I forgot one. It's working, but when I concatenate with this sign, it doesn't work. Let me show it as well. I don't know how to do that. Actually, it's okay as well. The important part is you should know how to find the percentage. You can find the percentage like 100 times population divided by population of Germany and round it to 0 decimals. You can give name to columns like this as percentage and it gives name to the column. And I picked the countries from Europe because it says so. In the sixth question, which countries have a GDP greater than every country in Europe? There isn't a null in Europe, so I didn't add parts. Or no. Oh, I added it. Sorry, it wasn't. It was in another question. Uh, I picked the countries which have greater GDP than every country in Europe. It says it picks the all GDPs of the all countries in Europe. Then GDP is I pick the name of countries where GDP is bigger than all of them. Then the all keyword takes all the GDPs in this select. Find the largest country by area. In this one we use all as well. Pick all the areas from each continent where I first gave name to these two tables, and it picks the countries where they have same continent, and if its area is bigger or equal to all countries in that continent, it picks that country. In here, for example, Algeria is the biggest country by area. In the eighth question, list each continent and the name of the country that comes first alphabetically. You can compare names like area as well, so it's similar. You just change area with name. It looks at every country which is in same continent and compare their name. If it is smaller than all of them, it takes that country. Find the continents where all countries have a population smaller or equal to, let's see, 25 million. Then find the names of the countries associated with these continents. I write three selects inside, three nested selects. First, I take the populations of the countries, and first I take the biggest population in each continent, and I looked at if whether it's bigger than all of the. I picked the population bigger than all countries in that continent and smaller than 25 million. Then I take the continent of that country. Then I listed all the countries in that continent. Some countries have populations more than 3 times that of all the neighbors. In that, I take the population of all countries in the same continent, and I didn't take the same. I didn't take the country same as this country because the country's population can't be 3 times of its country because they are equal, obviously. So where population divided by 3 is bigger than all countries' populations. And that's it for the nested selects. Let's see their quiz. In this, it asks select the code that shows the name, region, and population of the smallest country. Let's see. It says smallest country, so population should be smaller or equal to. It can't be D. We should pick region name and population, so it can't be A. It is B, C, or E. Let's see their differences. It says select population from BBC where population bigger than 0. It can't be the correct answer because we should pick the countries that are in same region. So it can't be B. Let's see the difference of B and E. It says population smaller than 0. We should pick the given populations. There isn't any case that population is smaller than 0. So it's not the correct answer. The answer is C. We write populations bigger than 0 because we want to get rid of the null values. Select the code that shows the countries belonging to regions with all populations over 50,000. Let's see. All selects are correct. All give name to BBC. With all populations over 50,000, so all populations should be bigger than 50,000. A can be the answer, B can be the answer, C and D cannot be the answer, so answer is either A, B, or E. Let's see what they do. A didn't take the regions, so it cannot be the answer. Let's see the difference between B and E. Oh, it says 500,000, not 50,000, so correct answer is B. Select the code that shows the countries with a less than a third of the population of the countries around it. So it's similar. Oh, I didn't do this question. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I forgot that. Select the code that shows the countries with less than a third of the population of the countries. It's similar to the question we did. First, okay, population is smaller than third of, so it cannot be B, it cannot be C, and it cannot be D. It is either E or B. Let's see. In E, it doesn't say I region equals to x dot region. It says the population is smaller, so we pick the. Oh, it's this. Sorry, we pick the smaller sign, not bigger sign or equal sign, and we have these three things, and it says third of the population, so it means that population divided by 3. The correct answer is A. Select the result that would be obtained from the following code. It says population is bigger than population of United Kingdom, and it should be in the same region with United Kingdom, and we should select only name. So B cannot be the answer, and USA is not in Europe. uh, Andorra, Germany, France, Andorra, Albania, Austria, Bulgaria. I don't know their populations. I think, yeah, these are the bigger countries. Turkey has like 80 million. Russia is a very big country, so I think D should be the correct answer because of population. Andorra should be a small country, so D is the answer. Select the code that would show the countries with a greater GDP than any country in Africa, and we should consider null GDPs, but we will deal with max GDP, so null does not affect us. So to find the greatest, to find countries that have greater GDP, we should find the maximum GDP in Africa, then compare it with our country. So first we should pick the max GDP, but GDP equals to 0 doesn't make sense, so A cannot be the answer. B seems true. Let's see, C is not answered because it says mean. D is not answered because it selects all the GDP and it doesn't deal with the null values. And the last one, let's see, GDP is bigger than all, select GDP from the CR region. And it doesn't the way that we get rid of the GDP. So this is the correct answer. In 6 questions, select the code that shows the country's population smaller than Russia but bigger than Denmark. It should be smaller than Russia, not A. Smaller than Russia, yes. Not C, not D. It can be B or E. Let's see what's the difference. It doesn't put bracket in here, so correct answer is B. Select the result that would be obtained from the following code. Population should be bigger than all the countries in Europe because it is bigger than maximum population in Europe, and the regions should be South Asia. Let's see if their population is not that big, so A cannot be the answer. B can be the answer because India is very big. China is not in South Asia. C cannot be the answer. Brazil is in America, so C cannot be the answer. France, Germany, they're in Europe, so the answer is B. Let's score our results. It's now 7 out of 7. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.